I didn't know I was that pretty. They will call me a lady, but that's okay. Yeah, no, it's okay. I forgive you. I can't even pronounce Greek names, so that's okay. So I wanted to, I tried to be fast. I know you were a little bit behind schedule, and it's difficult, but it's good I don't have a Greek name because that would have taken 15 minutes to pronounce. But I will talk about a little bit about mobile commerce, but I'm afraid maybe I will kill the party a little bit because my starting point may be different. I honestly think that Greek banks, public administration, wherever it is, has a different problem than the mobile payment. They want to get paid. Now, whether it's out of your wallet or my wallet, they don't really care as long as they get it, right? So I think that's where we're starting from. But what we do know is it's all changing. And in Greece, it's changing in several dimensions. You have a very special situation in Greece with your tax situation, with your bailout program, with everything. This does give flavor to anything you do. In the whole of Europe, it's the same situation, maybe not as harsh as in Greece, but several countries have the same problem. Now, the point is, in all of this environment, there are still things happening which we need to relate to. What I think is good about Greek banks is that they're still doing that. They haven't forgotten that the world is moving on and something is happening. And I think, like was said in the panel this morning, there is a great opportunity with the drive and the interest of public sector, with the banking sector and the payment sectors. So there's a couple of things we need to make any payment happen, whether it goes to the government, to a shop, or to a bank. We need a system of people who work together. What is usually missing in all these conferences, in all our discussions, is one very important factor, which is what we call a partner ecosystem. And believe me, any payment method you can think of, and I'm sorry to say Viva Wallet, we also have a Viva Wallet, we don't call it that. We don't even call it First Data Wallet, we call it Google Wallet, right? But it's not in Greece yet, so don't worry. But the point is that we have all these components. Which one is going to win, Viva Pay, Google, or whoever, I can't tell you. But what I can tell you is there's one thing we're missing. You have to be able to use it somewhere. On this conference, for instance, I looked through the participant list. If I exclude the mobile operators, because they do have retail shops, there's one. Congratulations, Praktiker, for coming to a banking conference and learning about mobile payments. I'd be happy to talk to you wherever you are, but that would be a great pleasure for me because I think we can add a lot of value to your business, together with banks, together with mobile phone companies, and together with all the people we need there. But we need merchants. We need retailers who are selling something. We need tax offices where I can pay. We need an ecosystem that is not there yet today for the new payment technologies. Some of them don't even take cards today. It's also one thing we're not talking about. This partner ecosystem has to be profitable. So it's a question of who gets what in all of this. So what we're looking for is who is going to get what. What's the viable business model for a mobile wallet, for a mobile payments ecosystem? And I don't think anybody has a good response to that yet. So what they're all saying with mobile wallets is great, we would like to have that. What they don't tell you is that Google Square charges 2.75 per transaction. What I can tell you is that there is no Greek bank that is charging any retailer this merchant fee, with some small exceptions. So who's paying? Who's getting what? And I think that's what we're looking for. And the only way to find that out is if we sit down and learn together. When we talk about wallets, I can talk about technology. It's a fact that is coming. It's a fact it's stacked. I think all of you have plenty of cards in your wallet. And everybody is saying, okay, if I move it on a mobile phone, your wallet will be slimmer. Well, maybe in size, but not necessarily because you are paying less. And that's the challenge we have today. So is it all going to go mobile? Well, it could be. But take a look at the menu to the right here. Now today, if you flash your wallet out of your pocket, you want to pay for something, I think you already know and have decided if you're going to use your Visa card, your MasterCard, your public transport card, or what it is you're going to do. You've already chosen. And it's fairly quick and easy to snap it out of your wallet because you know where you have it, except if you're a lady and have a very big bag, because then you have some time you need to find it at the bottom of your bag. or it's your mobile phone. And I can tell you, even for me, it's a problem to get it out of my wallet because the jacket doesn't fit that well. And I don't mean to be sexist about the ladies, just I watch this. It's incredible what can disappear in a lady's bag. And I'm impressed about that. I'm also impressed what they find in there. But this is the fact. This is what we're talking about now. Now the question is it really about the technology that we talk about? Is it to replace it with this physical wallet with a Visa or a MasterCard? Or is it something else? Is it about branding? Is it about how much are you willing to pay for something that you want to have? Now, these wallets here is a selection of Michael Kors, Louis Vuitton, Bottega Veneta, and so on. I don't know about you, but I have never wanted to pay for something like a wallet coming from a bank. In fact, I never got one. I got one of these savings things that I should save money in and then go and put to the bank. I think that's the only thing I got free of charge ever from my bank. Greek banks might be different, but for sure from my country, I don't get anything free from the bank. The question is, if I'm going to pay for something, whether it's a wallet from Viva or from Google or whoever, do I want to pay for that? Or is it about that that's just technology? What I want is branding. If you have a choice about a wallet that is branded Louis Vuitton, even if it's all electronic, would you take that one, or would you take the one which is called something else? I think it's about marketing, and it's about branding. The rest, I think, is technology. It's also about one thing more, which is pricing. How will you charge for this? Are you going to charge for it, or is it free of charge? If you don't have this clear in your mind, then I don't think it's going to fly. Because what is going to happen is that something is going to replace whatever it is we have the idea of today. Steve Jobs said that once. He said, don't ask your clients what they want. By the time you have made it, they want something else. And unfortunately, it's going faster and faster. So it's going very, very fast. What we know is for Greece, especially, buy now, pay later, i.e. credit cards, not so popular anymore, not by the banks and not by the clients, because it's difficult to get. We know that debit and prepaid is growing quite fast, and they outperform the credit cards. And we know that cash is still fantastically predominant. And you have a Greek word for this, which I try to remember always. It's called, I think, fakelaki, is it? Which is the fee you're actually paying for something you will have to pay for anyway, right? Now, the question is, your fakelaki, is that 275 or is it 1%, right? Well, if it's 1% on an electronic transaction or 2% that you're paying to a bank as a retailer, then believe it or not, you're also supporting our Ministry of Finance in getting more taxes, more VAT and everything. And it's cheaper than fakelaki, believe me. By the way, I didn't say here, but 83% of Greeks don't like fakelaki, but 34% have done it, right? Sounds like some youth survey, but it's not. So what's your target group for doing this? Where can we go to find more money for your Ministry of Finance, for the banks, for anybody who pay you? Well, you need the ecosystem, and you have a fantastic opportunity in Greece. You have 750,000 small businesses. When I walk around Athens, for me it's strange. What I see is not a city, I see 2,000 villages. Everywhere I go, there's a little square, cafeteria, post office, butcher, bakery, and a bank or two. Or maybe more. And I see people sitting there doing business with the people they've been doing business with. If I ask if there's a similar shop on the next square, they say, I don't know, I've never been there. So they are very local in what they're doing. I think this is a fantastic opportunity for all of you, to be honest, because nobody's going there for payments or for loyalty or for selling additional things. And these guys already have a smartphone, all of them. If you attach a little device to it, you suddenly have a payment terminal that you, Mr. Banks, don't have to pay for, because they paid for it already. They have the smartphone. So you just need to plug something in there, or use Viva Wallet, if that's your preferred strategy, but you still need all the merchants to accept something to pay. And you need for them to be interested in taking payment, not with fakelaki or without VAT, but real electronic one. Now, I think your Ministry of Finance need to find some way of promoting this to merchants, so it's a benefit of paying real money instead of paying down here, right? Can be tough if taxes continue to go up for those who are to tax. I should say that, but I think this is a study from NBG Bank, just so I say that. It's not something we have dreamed of. I'll skip the numbers, but for sure, I agree with a lot of people that the devices are going to change. And the mobile phones have changed faster than anyone. The applications have changed faster than anyone. The TVs even at home is getting bigger and bigger, and you soon need a bigger roof size to get it in there. I saw now 84 inches LCD is getting pretty big, I can tell you. And I think I'm big enough probably for, but on a TV I will look twice, and that's not very pleasant. I also think the tablets are coming, and they're coming very fast down in price. And we're sure that there is no difference between a mobile phone and a tablet. It's only a difference between the number of applications you can put on it and the visibility of what you can read on it. So what is First Data doing? Well, we are already in Greece with these type of products. They are coming this year. So anybody who wants to have a payment terminal that is based on a mobile phone, they can talk to us, and we can deliver this. And we're not competing with you. It's up to you. If you want to put it out there, it's not up to us. But we have this. In the US, it's based on magstripe. We can't do that in Greece, but we can do it with EMV and chip and pin, and that's what we're going to do. I'm not going to say too much about it because of time. We can also do like a wallet. If you don't want to invest in the device for the tablet or for the mobile phone, we can use QR codes. Now again, it actually requires that either the merchant has a mobile phone that can do QR codes, or it requires that you have a cash register that can do QR codes, so read them or scan them. Because what this one does is to keep the card in the wallet. When it's a non-branded wallet, you can call it whatever you like. It's just an addition to our normal card management systems. You put it there, we generate the QR code for the payment, and that's a unique ID for that payment. So you paid. But we didn't follow the Visa and MasterCard requirements for the local thing. So, but this is the same thing as PayPal is doing. It's the same thing as all these wallets are doing. Now, which one's going to win, I can't tell you, but one of them will be. Clover is First Data's cloud-based point of sale, which means that this is a bigger tablet. Not a bigger tablet, it's a tablet, but it's a platform where people are developing applications that suits the micro merchants. We are talking to a number of partners in Greece because we need the ecosystem, like anyone else, to be able to have application there, especially in Greek, because we don't have them in the US. So we need to have that. Local adaptation, because we also know on these squares that I talked about, that around that square, there is also the guy who sold the merchant the cash register system, and is probably fixing every problem every time it doesn't work. So we need to work with these guys so that they also have something that they can do. But this one will cost you maybe $500, and a full installation with a PC, printer, screen, and everything is maybe $1,500. There's a benefit immediately. And this one you can link to the Ministry of Finance if you want to. So where are we on this? Are these dreams up in the air? No, it's not. We are going to go live this fall with several pilots in Greece for payments. NFC on cards we already have. It's up and running. NFC on mobile phone is coming in September. And that's going to come in cooperation with several banks and several mobile phone companies. So this is here already, if you want to participate. That's for pilots, because we need to find out what is a viable business model. I think everybody is wondering what's the business model. We're not so worried about that at the moment. We are just saying, let's find out, let's try it, let's see how it works. Second part of this, we need terminals that can actually accept these payments. So somebody need to put that out. So this is just what I wanted to tell you very quickly to try to keep to my timing. We have a booth outside if you want to have more information on these services. But let me tell you that all the services are there if you need them. We have ideas on the business models, but it's for you, banks, retailers, telcos, and everything, to make the commercial out of it. But everything we capture there will help your government collect more taxes because it comes VATable. You identify the client, you identify the merchant. There is no more question on who did what transaction. And if you want to do Fakelaki, you can do Bitcoin, right? Something like that. Okay? on time.